Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and a few weeks ago, we were talking about the player numbers, and we were looking at things like daily logins, unique logins over a month, yada yada yada. However you want to word salad the statistics. And one thing they got brought up was the Russian players that had left the Russian server. Now, you might be thinking, if you're relatively new here, well, why would the Russian players leave the Russian server? Well, because officially there is no longer a World of Warships Russian server. A brief history recap for you guys for the past year or so, or a couple of years, however long it's been. So, back when Russia invaded Ukraine, Wargaming, which had several large offices in both Russia and Belarus, were pretty quiet on the matter. The first thing that we heard from Wargaming in regards to that was when they fired a higher-up because he said that he supported the Russian invasion of Ukraine. They fired him and then donated to the Ukrainian Red Cross and went back to being radio silent, which angered quite a number of players, just going off of my comment section alone. And the next thing that we heard officially was that Wargaming was in fact closing down all operations in Russia and Belarus. Now that's a pretty big deal because although Wargaming hasn't been headquartered out of either of those countries for quite some time, the Wargaming as a whole, the whole company got started in Belarus in what was the Minsk office, which is where World of Tanks was being developed out of. It was their largest office, started the company, and they closed it down. They closed down their office in Moscow, and again, anything else in those two countries. They've been financially headquartered out of Cyprus for quite some time. You can check your credit card, bank statements, however you buy stuff in any of their games. It all goes to Cyprus. But anyway, so they didn't shut everything down. There is one studio that they let go, meaning that they just, let it go. They don't own it anymore. And that would be Lesta Studios, which was formerly Wargaming St. Petersburg, which was formerly Lesta Studios. Wargaming bought Lesta Studios back in the day, and they were in charge of developing World of Warships. So what Wargaming did was they pulled out of Russia and Belarus, they split with Lesta, they let Lesta go, and they said that Lesta's version of World of Warships, World of Tanks is now separate from our version of World of Warships and World of Tanks, and they're no longer related in any way, shape, or form, business-wise. So I thought, man, it's been some time. Let's take a look at Lesta's website and see what's going on in their version of World of Warships and see how it differs from our version of World of Warships. I thought that'd be a little interesting video for today. So, join me as we do so. So if you wander over to Lesta's website, you have 3 games up there right now. You've got what I assume is their version of World of Tanks, their version of World of Warships, and then Tanks Blitz, which is for some reason still in English. But let's check out whatever they're calling World of Warships now and see what they're doing. Alright, so I do have Google Translate on. I don't know what that says. It looks like it's shorter than World of Warships, though. The logo's changed, which is weird because I thought the reason that Wargaming adopted the new logo was to get away from what I assumed Lesta would be using, which would be pretty similar to the old logo. But apparently that's not the case. That's completely different from what we have now. So let's see. Strategic online action with a huge fleet of legendary ships. But what is this game called now? So you got the gist of battleships. More about the game. The World of Ships. That's what they're calling it now? The World of Ships. Alright, let's see. Can I get to the... Here we go. The game's website. No, that's the services. Wait, hold up. Lesta Game Center instead of Wargaming Game Center. Okay. Games. Alright, here we go. It's still called World of Tanks? What? It's still called World of Tanks? I'm surprised they haven't changed that. Oh, okay. World of Ships. At least they it literally looks like someone went in here. They opened up the editing app for the website and they just backspaced war out of ships. I'm surprised they didn't go with like World of Battleships or something like that, because that was like World of Warship's working name in back in the day. Okay, let's see the game's website. Let's see what's going on in World of Ships now. Well, this looks familiar. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, less to design the game and such. So I would expect the website would look pretty much par for the course. But let's see what's going on. Congratulations on Russia Day. So they have a Russia Day event going on. What do you get? You get Peter the Great. The slot is 6 commander points. Alright, water tanks, yada 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 yada. We don't care about water tanks here. We're a World of Warships channel, or a World of Ships channel for today. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They would do regional things anyway. Especially doubly so now. Alright, so let's go back to the news page. So, 12.4, are they getting the, yeah, Gato, so they're getting Gato as well. Okay. That's, interesting. Gato and the Admiralty. Oh, is that what they call their, armory now? Blitz 4v4 instead of brawls? So they just went around and they swapped the key names of things? Okay. Let's go back. So where's the patch notes? Is it the patch notes? 12.4 release 3? Oh? Well, that's Christina. That's not Dasha. So I guess that's that like their dev diaries or whatever. Tournament breakthrough albatross. Okay, Nottingham. They have Nottingham too. Yeah, I guess this is like their dev diaries or whatever. Exactly the same artwork and everything. Let's see. Oh wait, they still get Dasha for their videos? What? Okay. Hi, Dasha. Alright, hold up. I wonder. I didn't watch the 12.4 patch video. So let's see. Is it like exactly the same? They just... It is! So they literally just swapped out Dasha with whoever we have doing it now for the other servers. Oh god, wait, she speaks English? Okay, that's enough of that. I'm not used to seeing update videos with them actually speaking English. Okay. See, these look just like, for someone that read through the entire patch notes, yeah. That's my Discord, not yours. Are they doing the same thing for clan battles? So it looks like they're doing pretty much the same thing for their clan battle season as is the rest of the servers. But they just didn't make the snazzy looking graphic for it. They just typed it all out here. Okay, so that's the same. They did the same thing to their super containers too. So it looks like it's literally just the same game, but with some slight differences here and there. I mean, the main differences looks like there's a couple different events and such going on. Of course, the Popeye crossover event's not happening on the Russian side of things, but I mean, it's still pretty similar. It's still very similar overall. I mean, when you start looking at the even the game description page, it's pretty much the same thing. They just have a couple of different... I wonder, does this just randomize when you refresh it? So, hold up. It's the Soviets and the American... I'm sorry, and the British, and then it's the Americans and the Americans. This is probably because they know I'm from North America. So that's why that's doing that, I would bet. Well, that's pretty similar. Dare I say identical. So what's going on here? There's two possibilities, and I think one's more plausible than the other one. One possibility is that the lead time for, of course, anything that's brought into this game is simply huge, which It is. If you ever looked at any of the dev diaries or any of the behind-the-scenes videos that Wargaming has put out over the years, they spend months and months and months and months designing these ships. When we get to see them in the dev blog, they're usually about 4 months out from release, and that's probably like the last third-ish of their development cycle. There's, months of conceptual work, 3D work, and then, in-house balancing changes and things like that, and then we get the public test version announced to us in the dev blogs and such. So it wouldn't surprise me that over in like Poland right now, where the Wargaming office that currently is developing Warships is located at, they're probably working on whatever ships we're getting in like the December of 2024, early 2025 right now. French hybrid submarines or something like that, because God knows what we'll have at that point in time. So it would make sense that naturally, even though we're, I think a little under a year out from this split, or a little over a year out from this split, they still have like Dyson and things like that going on right now. Or the second option, which is what I believe is far more plausible and believable, is that the two entities have split, as far as finances and every single legal business definition of the word split. That has 100% happened. To where, like the money made on the Russian server, that just goes back to Lesta, and they use it to keep the servers running. And, Wargaming has the North American, the Asian, and the European version of the game. That's all in them. The money stays on that side for, those three servers, and the Russian money stays on that side for that server. And they're still collaborating. I mean, obviously with like the 12.4 update video, they just cut Dasha in, and they cut in whoever the heck that chick was, I don't know, for the other servers, and it's probably going to be that way for some time until, I would guess, this whole Russian-Ukraine war comes to an end, and then everything starts to mellow out. Then the two companies will probably reunite once again, and we'll go back to how things were. And I 100% believe Wargaming is not going to be the only corporation that's going to do this. I promise you guys, once this is done, you're going to see those American and European companies that left Russia and Belarus, they're going to pour back in. Why? Because corporations like money. That's just how it goes. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is that green. So, yeah. Again, not really surprising. It's a little bit more similar than I thought it was going to be. I thought, maybe like some of the artwork would be different. There is, of course, different events going on because it is, Russia and all that jazz. So, yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to take a peek at what's going on that side of the game for the moment. Or it's not really the game anymore. It's World of Ships. But anyway, yeah, you can check this out. You just, go to Lesta's website. Have your Google Translate ready, unless you can read Cyrillic. So yeah, thought it'd be an interesting video for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 50,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Hope you guys have a wonderful, I think this will be coming out Saturday, or wonderful whatever day it is. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.